Once upon a time on the edge of Chicago, there lived a boy named Ryan Carter. He grew up in a tiny apartment, the walls patched with loving care by his father, a skilled car mechanic. His mother, who worked the night shift at a local diner, ensured that every morning began with the aroma of fresh coffee and homemade pancakes. Despite their modest dwelling, their life was abundant with the quietest sacrifices. Ryan Carter was an ordinary boy with extraordinary dreams. He longed for a life filled with meaning, a life that transcended the confines of their small apartment. But life, as it often does, had a different path in mind for him. Everything changed when he crossed paths with Sophia Williams, a girl who seemed to be from a different world. Their meeting was nothing short of destiny. In a bustling business communication class, amidst a sea of students, Ryan first spotted her. She was as graceful as a swan, moving through the crowded room with quiet dignity. It was as if the very air around her shimmered with an otherworldly glow. From that moment, Ryan knew that she was someone special, someone who resided in a realm he could only dream of. However, fate, it seemed, had a sense of irony. Ryan and Sophia were assigned to work on a semester-long project together. As days turned into weeks, their partnership blossomed into a deep friendship. Stolen glances across the classroom became shared laughter over late-night study sessions. And suddenly, Ryan realized that the girl he once admired from afar had become the person he cherished most. Their bond deepened into love, a love that was as real as the worn pages of their textbooks. Yet Ryan's heart ached with a secret sorrow. He knew that his love for Sophia was akin to a fragile wildflower struggling to bloom in concrete. How could someone like Sophia, with her radiant beauty and privileged upbringing, love someone like him? A boy who couldn't even afford new shoes, let alone the extravagant gifts Sophia's affections demanded. In the depths of his quiet despair, he poured his heart out into his work. His grades soared, his ambitions grew, and he became known for his sharp intellect and dedication. Each achievement was a step towards a life he hoped would one day be worthy of Sophia's love. As the years passed, Ryan's determination only intensified. He graduated with honors, securing a job at a prestigious tech firm. With each passing year, he climbed the corporate ladder, driven by the dream of a future with Sophia. But as he moved closer to his goal, a nagging fear echoed in his heart. Would it all be too late? Would Sophia's love, like a wilted flower, eventually wither away, leaving him with nothing but memories? One day, he summoned all his courage and confessed his undying love for Sophia. To his surprise, she reciprocated his feelings. Overwhelmed with joy, they began planning for a future together. But their happiness was short-lived. When Sophia introduced Ryan to her parents, the facade of their perfect love story began to crumble. Her father, a titan of industry, looked down upon Ryan, deeming him unworthy of his daughter's love. Her mother, a woman accustomed to the finest luxuries, saw Ryan's worn clothes and calloused hands and found him lacking. Despite the disapproval, Ryan refused to back down. He promised Sophia's parents that he would prove them wrong, that he would create a life for their daughter that she deserved. But as weeks turned into months, their icy glares and snide remarks continued. Sophia, caught between her love for Ryan and her loyalty to her family, grew increasingly distant. One evening, she called Ryan, her voice trembling. "Ryan," she whispered, "my parents have arranged for me to marry someone else. Someone with status, someone with money." The words pierced Ryan's heart like shards of glass. He had known this day might come, but the reality of it was a torment he hadn't prepared for. In the depths of his despair, Ryan made a vow. He would show Sophia and her parents that their love, though tested by time and adversity, was a force to be reckoned with. He immersed himself in his work, pouring every ounce of his being into his projects. Driven by the sole purpose of proving himself, he toiled day and night until his creations began to take shape. Years flew by and Ryan's dedication bore fruit. His tech company, born out of the ashes of his broken heart, grew into a thriving enterprise. His name, once overlooked, now echoed in the corridors of the city's elite. But as his success soared, a part of him withered. The love of his life had moved on, leaving him in the echoing chambers of what could have been. Yet, as fate would have it, their paths crossed once more at a charity gala. Sophia, adorned in elegance, was a vision of ethereal beauty. Yet her eyes, once sparkling with love for him, now held a distant gleam. As their eyes met across the crowded room, a myriad of emotions flickered across her face: recognition, regret, and a hint of longing. But Ryan, though wounded, had evolved. The boy who had once trembled at Sophia's parents' scorn had transformed into a man of substance. He greeted Sophia not with the desperation of a lovesick youth, but with the quiet dignity of one who had found peace within himself. In that chance encounter, they realized that sometimes letting go is the greatest love of all. Ryan understood that he couldn't rewrite the past. Sophia's heart belonged to another. But in the tapestry of their lives, their love had woven a masterpiece, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. So remember, my friends, when love fades, don't be afraid to chase your dreams. For in the pursuit of excellence, you may just discover that you are capable of achieving greatness. Thank you for watching this episode. If you liked our stories, please share them with your friends and support us. See you next time.